Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to our city. Great day, great people. And welcome. I am your host, Councilman Dupré L.
Let me hear ya. Let me hear ya. Everybody. Politics. Everybody. Community. Everybody. Economic. Everybody. Public safety. Let me hear ya out loud. 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 Out loud. Politics. Out loud. Community. Out loud. Economics. Out loud. Public safety. Out loud. Out loud. Out loud. Out loud. Out loud. Let me hear ya out loud.
From Newark, New Jersey, with your host, Dupré L.
Out loud.
I am from 19th Street, a number block in the West Ward of Newark, New Jersey. It was around the time I was getting ready to go to college, Shaw University in North Carolina. There was this car. I used to see this car every day driving through my neighborhood, and it was always clean. It had a cherry red paint job. The wheels were always shiny. I was so attracted to this car. I wanted this car badly. Even though it was a Dodge Omni. I mean, it came down the street one day with a for sale sign in the window. And I'm thinking, jackpot. Even though I didn't have money, I begged, I borrowed, I scraped. I raised $1,000, which was the asking price. But I did it. I drove that car all the way down to Raleigh, North Carolina, feeling amazing. When I arrived at school, everybody was interested in this car. And I don't know why. I don't know if it was the paint job, if it was the shiny wheels, if it was the hip hop that was blasting out of the speakers, but whatever it was or it wasn't, it definitely was an attention getter. Which made me think, what is attraction? The Oxford Language definition says that is the action or the power of invoking interest. Have you ever heard of what is love and what is attraction? Well, I ask you this. What made you attracted to your home? What made you want to come to this city? Was it attraction? Was it love? Maybe. See, love is a deep connection, whereas attraction can be self-fulfilling. See, in the 1990s, I sold millions of records with the group Lords of the Underground. In the entertainment business, things are made to be flashy, bright, and exciting. The product or personalities of an artist are made for you to be attracted to. On June 14th, 2022, I became the first platinum hip-hop artist in the United States of America to win an elected official seat by being elected to the Newark, New Jersey Municipal City Council. But an elected official can't be flashy, can he? And if flash is associated with attractiveness, how do you make a city attractive? These are just some of my thoughts in this big old dome of mine. And I'm thinking out loud. I am thinking out loud of how to express the thoughts in my mind. It's how I view public safety, quality of life, community. I grew up to this. I grew up to a single mom who I knew loved me without question, but was never really affectionate to me. As I got older and I started to have girlfriends, they would tell me also, "You're not affectionate, Dupré." So for my mother's birthday one year, a friend of mine suggested that I take her to a Caribbean island, just the two of us, so I could ask my mother questions I wouldn't regret when she was gone. You know, I did exactly that. And on that trip, I asked my mom, why wasn't she all lovey-dovey with me? And she replied saying that there was no father in the house. And there were no other men in your family who weren't in jail or alive that can do the things that I needed you to do. She didn't want me to be soft. She said, I treated you the way that I treated you because I knew you had to maneuver around these blocks of Newark, New Jersey. Now here's a lady who didn't want to treat me with affection because she thought it would make me soft for the block. Wow. You know, speaking of the block, this brings us to our next segment. What's hot on the block? Now, this is where we talk about upcoming events, issues, concerns, and the next voices you'll hear are the same voices you'll hear when you call my office. Heidi and Khadijah, what's going on, ladies?
What's going on, Councilman?
I'm good. How you feeling today?
I'm all right, and yourself?
I'm good.
You looking good.
You ladies look great as well.
Thank you.
So, Khadijah, what's hot on the block?
What's hot on the block? We in the West Ward and we blazing.
Nice.
So, it's the holiday season, as you know, and we have the turkey drive coming up, which is a community event. We're giving back to the community. You know, holidays is about love, giving, and joy. So we're giving back to our community. We have the Toys for Tots coming up. That's for the children. And we also have the Newark Fashion Forward.
Wait. Newark Fashion Forward, is that a fashion show?
Of course it is.
So wait a minute, you telling me that our seniors in St. Mary Villa and in 1 South 8th Street and 545 Orange Street get to wear them big old church hats?
You better know it. It's a fashion show for the whole community. Anybody, any race, any color, shape, size, fashion can be in this fashion show. It's for everybody.
Nice. And we are for everybody. Well, how can they reach us?
They can definitely reach us for any information on any of the drives that we have in the fashion show at 973-733-6427.
Heidi, can you please let them know what she said in Spanish, please?
Ok, so nosotros vamos a tener muchos eventos en esta ciudad de Newark. Entonces, si usted quiere saber más información, puede llamar a la oficina 973-733-6427.
I love it. Let me introduce you to the band over there. Yeah. I love it. That's what's hot on the block. Thank you, Khadijah. Thank you, Heidi. Next up, we have not only a guest, we have an amazing guest who's a son, a father, a brother, an activist, a poet. But most importantly, he's the 40th and current mayor of the greatest city in the nation, Newark, New Jersey. Mayor Raz J. Baraka. Mayor, thank you. Thank you for showing up, man. Yeah. You know, I wanted to ask you to be on the show, to be my first guest of the first episode, because this show is about what makes your city attractive. What makes businesses and homeowners and people want to come to a city?
Well, I mean, most people go to New York because the art and culture and the nightlife and the livelihood that's happening in the city. Most people don't understand that that's why people move to places. They want to, you know, homeowners and families want to make sure their family is safe, want to make sure there's good schools, all those kind of things. But ultimately, businesses and development come because of what's happening in the city, right? They come because the access to roads, the access to transportation, to universities, but the nightlife. You know, what also is taking place there, museums, art, culture, all of that is important to the life of a city. People don't just go hang out in New York just because, you know, they go there because they go to the theaters, they go to the movies, they go to, you know, the bars, the restaurants, you know, they go to the museums to come hang out there, you know, and that gives the city the kind of life that it needs, and that's what we're trying to do in Newark.
So what is attractive in Newark that'll make somebody want to move here, want to bring their business here, and what are we doing or putting in place to make it more attractive?
Well, Newark is, you know, first of all, businesses are moving here rapidly, and that's because, you know, Newark has its own kind of grit, its own nightlife, its own style, its own personality. People are coming in because they're tired of big box stores, and they want to come to a place that has a little flavor, a little culture, and Newark is that, the diversity, the people on the street, the things that are going on here, and the access to everything else at the same time. And they see Newark as a comeback story. You know, they want to be a part of something that's winning, that's growing. They want to be a part of that, you know, on the ground. And so You have businesses who want to come because they see things are expanding, so they want to be a part of that.
Right.
You have corporations that show up here because of that very same thing, and they have the opportunity to grow in this city, to make an impact in the city, and do it in a cost-effective way at the same time. So Newark, a lot of people have their eyes, on this city.
Right. So before we let you get out of here, Mayor, because I know you're busy, man, and being a councilman now, I understand. I don't envy your job at all. What made you attracted to the idea of wanting to become a mayor of a city like the city of Newark, New Jersey?
Well, I've always been an activist, and as an educator, you wind up, having to deal with things anyway that the city government is responsible for, that your kids in the schools and so on and so on don't have access to, or things that you need for your school. You just can't get it on your own. You have to go around people or wind up being downtown. That, besides the fact that I was already a community activist and engaged in the community, I knew that, we needed to change some things that was happening, and I wanted to be a part of that change, Since I was a little boy, I knew that, one day I was going to be involved in doing the things that we're doing right now.
And we appreciate you for that, Mayor, for real talk. Before you go, Mayor, one last question. This show is called Out Loud, and it's just me, just what's in my mind, just yelling it out loud, right? So what does thinking out loud look like to you?
Well, thinking is the first phase of it. Like, you have to make things come into existence. If you take the creativity of your mind and you use your hands to build what you see in your mind, that's thinking it out loud, right? If you can't do that, then, you just like having a great imagination. You have to be able to take what you dream and make it and bring it into fruition. That's really what it means to me. First, having the courage to say what you think, to speak it into existence, then having the skill and capacity and power to make the things you say real.
I love that. We're going to let the mayor get out of here. Oh, did you ever play an instrument?
I played the trumpet.
You played the trumpet?
Yeah, high school.
We got one of your frat brothers over there on the saxophone. Mr. Mayor, Raz J. Baraka, I want to thank him for coming out to Out Loud. We're going to walk him out to some smooth jazz. We got some musicians. It's not a full band. It's just the right amount, though. Bass, horn. You heard the mayor. He played the trumpet himself. It's getting warm in here. Very warm in here. This next segment is one of my favorite segments. This segment is called the heat check. The heat check is where we check the temperature and go over some of the abatements and solutions that have been happening in our communities. Khadijah and Heidi, you know them from my office. What's up, ladies?
What's going on? Heat check. So, we blazing in the Westport. We out here in these streets. As you know, we had a water main break, a major water main break in the city of Newark, where the entire staff and the entire city of Newark staff had to get out in these streets and deliver water to these residents.
That's right.
You definitely were out here delivering water with your own hand and feet.
Yeah.
We gave out 3,000 cases of water to the city of Newark, to the residents of the city of Newark.
That's a lot of H2O.
Definitely. Now to move on, we had the street paving that people have been calling the city for years, a matter of about 3-4 years, and we finally got the streets paved. It was quite troubling, but we got it done.
Yes. And I want to thank Sean Savage from the engineering department. They called me, I have to call our department, so thank you to Sean and the engineering department for helping us get that done.
Also, we fed and housed a few of our homeless constituents in the West Ward. We also have an office at 271 South Orange Avenue. If you guys ever need any food or clothing in the West Ward, we're here. We can be reached at 973-733-6427.
Nice. Miss Heidi, could you let our people over in the Roseville section know what she just said?
So, para las personas que no entienden lo que dice Khadijah, aunque yo hablo inglés, pero lo voy a traducir, nuestra dirección está 271 de la South Orange Avenida. Eso es para todas las personas que necesitan asistencia de ropa, comida. Usted puede llamar el 973-733-6427.
Wait a minute. If my Spanish teacher, if she doesn't fade me right now, did you just say the Westward has a little city hall?
Sí, tienen una oficina para todo lo que ustedes necesitan.
Necesita.
Necesitan.
Necesita.
Yes.
Yes. Sí. I love it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Everybody on the show has drums, they have keyboards. I might just mix it up like this every week. I might just throw a horn player and throw a piano player in there one day. See, it's all about being different, but executing. You know? We are winding down, and I would like to thank our entire team, our entire crew who helped put this show together smoothly, including our director, Mr. Tobias Trevelyan, our AP, Dr. Carolyn Patterson, and the city of Newark, and I can't forget Newark TV. And on that note, walk with me. I want you all to know how much you all matter, and that my office is here to be of service to you. We are public servants. Our streets are made up of your homes, your businesses, and we care about your voice. I know all eyes are on the rapper to see if he succeeds, right? And if that's true, then maybe those same eyes will see that I am more than a rapper. I would like for you all to remember, if you are a senior, then most likely you have prayed for the youth. You have prayed for the young people. And pray that they would grow and be productive human beings and citizens. Your prayers haven't fallen victim to trials and tribulations in our community. I would like you to understand that I am the result of your prayers. So remember that. It's better to think out loud than to be silenced.